Okay, there's an ad playing, so I'm actually going to wait and see. Just, kind of how we do here. Also, let's spam this on Discord, I guess. Yeah, we're going to spam it on Discord to get started. Which seems to take longer and longer to start, for want of a better word. So, let's see. It's doing things. Okay. Okay, so that's shared. Need to close that, actually. Bandwidth being all things that it is. And I need those two open. Yes, I do. Right, okay, so I've rolled up a bunch of dailies, but I think first things first. Yeah, we're going to Inferno, so let's GTFO. Now, I can see Twitch chat, so if you have questions, or comments, or anything else, by all means, dive right in. That'll be cool. Right. Oh, she wouldn't do that. But it does. Yes, we're doing dailies again. Oh, lordy, lordy. Well, that's the honest depiction of the game at this kind of level, so what can you do? How's this stream looking? It's not choppy or anything. OBS updated and did strange things to the way it captures. I'm not quite sure because the settings themselves haven't changed. Oh, hello. Looks like someone else is here for the daily. And it looks like there's quite a delay on the stream, actually. I'm looking at myself in the garden on stream. In actuality, I am just going past Lord of the Void here. So, yeah. Any Somfies. Can see one over there. Oh well. Drain you like. Yeah, there's nothing new on the character, I'm afraid. Not really been playing it, the honest truth there. I've been wanting to try out the new Streamlabs OBS. It's like a version set up to make streaming easier, but I can't get it to see any games. I have to RTFM on that, I think, because then I can do the whole chat overlay thing. So you can see your questions go by on the video later on. I've been wanting to try out. I just tested the the stream there. It's tricky because the way it's set up is that if you start letting a sound play from the browser, that gets sent back and you end up with a weird echo, so you've got to do it. You can check it, but you've got to be really quick. Otherwise you get really weird echoes coming along. Zenwin, morning Cal. Good morning, dude. How are you? He says, desperately trying to pay attention to the chat and what he's doing in game, but I'm pretty sure I can. So we have one viewer currently, I think. Or one person chatting, anyway. So, yeah. There's that. Yeah, we're doing a dailies run. Yes, we are. And it is an Arbiter week. I think it's the PvP one. So, we've got the extra kill, or complete 3 dailies kind of deal. And a doja counts as a daily. Which is nice. That was a player there. MP. Probably looking for a doja as well. There's plenty to go around. He says, hoping that there is. I don't think we're going to find it. Yeah, you I don't need. I wish it could press reload and reload both guns simultaneously. But it don't work like that. Now, I haven't been on Anarchy Online much of late. You may have noticed if you follow the channel that I have been playing Warframe a bit. And that's because I can just log on for an hour, do mad crap, chill out, kind of brainlessly, and upload that to YouTube. Every now and again I kind of need a little bit of a breather from AO. That, and the other thing of course is, see, I repair guitars, amps, stuff like that as a bit of a sideline. And this is right after Christmas. So guess what? Everyone's got their Christmas guitars, etc., which are woefully set up. To the point of, I wouldn't even call it a setup. You know, rough fret ends and stuff. So you're in danger of... can I get that? Yeah, you're in danger of slicing your hand open just playing the damn thing. So yeah, that kind of setup is, you know, but it's that time of year where, you know, it happens. So days are busy with that, and that's where I normally would make a little time to play AO or record playing AO, you know, for a couple of hours. So all I've done really is log into Warframe, because something I've always missed with every MMO is, you know, the FPS aspect, which is the aiming with your mouse and shooting thing. Let's call it that. You know, Twitch gaming, basically. I used to be pretty bloody good. I used to rank on lag spike or stutter. Yeah, I used to rank fairly well on the original Unreal Tournament and CSGO back in the day. Stuff like that. What was the other one I used to play? The original Battlefield, I think. Battlefield 2 maybe a bit as well. Yeah, and I really used to enjoy that. And then of course with Anarchy, it doesn't exist, so to speak, so yeah, let's pull that guy over here. I mean, I can calm everything over there now, or kill it. So it's no biggie either way. Yeah, so it's just nice to sort of refresh on that again. 22 frames a second, oh good god. That's pretty shocking. Nada. Never mind. Okay, that was interesting. Any guys over this side? Yes, there are. I should redo a couple of buffs. There we go. Yeah, Warframe, I think, is a massive grindy game, but I just like that. I just like being a super space ninja. It's kind of cool. It's not really a reply. If they shut AO down, I would probably get more into it, but I don't think they are. AO is, I think it's now classed in a business sense as an evergreen. Carl, how do you handle research on tombs from your 1 to 120? It varies. Do I do it all at the end, or do I do a little bit first? Normally, I will always have 10% research running. Normally. Right now, obviously, it's at 100%. But, you know, I'm 220, so there's nowhere else for the XP to go. Quite often, I'll run at 40% research. If there's some research lines I know will be very useful early on. Some procs or whatever, you know, I'll do it that way. And then on mission rewards, I'll, just before we get, you know, say we're doing an Inferno, as we're killing the mobs, I'll go 40% or whatever it needs to cap, you know, and it does vary. I'll kill a few demons, why not? Salamander's not going to help me. It's going to come in. Jump back. Yeah, so normally I'll run about 40% and then drop it to 10% for the mission reward, which will cap it anyway, regardless. Same on dailies, really. And then occasionally, you know, there'll be like, oh, I've nearly done that line, and I'll go 100% research, even at level 10 or something, you know. Salamanders are having a meeting. They're all deciding who's getting to eat which shoe, I think. There's usually maybe one something around here. Unless he's been killed, obviously. Not seeing him. How's the stream for other people? Is it behaving? But if I start with debuffs before shooting, the mobs just run away from me. You just stay over there, dude. He's not even moving. He's out of perk range, though, I think. Yeah, pretty much. It's a leg shot, I think, is holding him there. Yeah, I'm at about the max you can go on Twitch, really. Well, the max I can go. I've got 20 meg upload speed, but if you max it, hey, we got one. It can go pretty weird. Just one of those technically things. Right, okay. Walk back to the garden. And time for boots. Yes, there we go. How are the levels? How's the audio? Game versus voice. Should be okay. It looks okay at my end. I'm a little louder than the game, but not ridiculously. Or vice versa, so. Back to Elysium. Oh, come on. It's doing this again. There we go. And to the bridge once more. And let's right click that doja. You can't turn in more than one doja chip today. Not trying to. I do get these random things. Oh dear. Audio's well balanced. Okay, great. Nice one, thank you. There we go. Nice chunk of research. Freelancers complete. 2 more. That shouldn't be a problem. Oh, I didn't realise, look. Rats. I have the rats mission. A whoop-de-doo. That'll be fun. Shall I even stream it? I think I should. Just for the lols. Yeah, research. What else have I got left? Well, I'm going to finish off that last regular one on 9, and then I've got Apotheosis 8 to get stuck into. Not as important as I thought it was going to be now, but we shall see. Oh, I didn't had the Death HUD in for whatever reason. Don't think I actually needed to though. That's a thing. Right, okay. I am kind of putting off doing that one, aren't I? I want to go to Newland. Before I do, let's check in with Stella Barnes. Nope, nothing doing. No showing of the wrist, unfortunately. Right, so we've got Spaced Out. Where's Spaced Out? Newland! How lovely. We'll take the grid. Right, I always delete it right away. I'll take the 18-hour hit. You might have answered this before, but what was your first 220 ever? Kalos 2, Adventurer. Yeah, I probably have been asked that before. Not to worry though, dude. If you don't know, it's a valid question. I don't think I've ever really made a video in that sense of here's my story of Rubicar. It's generally just me rambling and spreading it out across various videos. You know, like when I come here and tell tales of walking backwards over the water. There was a bug. If you started at the side of the lake and started walking backwards like that, you didn't sink, so you could cross water that way. I remember doing it. It was quite hilarious. But as soon as you stopped walking, if you stopped and then started going backwards again, you sank, or moved in any other direction, you would sink. So yeah. Oh, he's got his full AI armor on. Every time I come here, this guy is wearing different armor, I swear. If you look back at my videos, he's in full commando armor there. But I've come before and he's got like OFAB on and all sorts. Jack of all trades, master of none, Advi. Yeah. Just they wear a brilliant solo class, and then after the big patch 18.7, they just, I can't even play mine anymore. I don't know what the hell to do with it. I'm gonna get all my debuffs on this guy before I attack him, and then I'm ready for the first mob. So I think one simple Q will do. Yep, it will. And then you. Still going to drain him a bit, but straight away I'm into this guy. Yeah, I didn't play Krat until after the patch, so my experience of Krat was as it is now, which I enjoyed quite a lot. Fatty Balls was awesome. Fixed pathing. I played Krat and Engi, and that's kind of how I feel about it. Fixed pathing. Pet pathing sucks. No nukes for you. Well, until Grand Theft runs out, it'll probably land at least one. Okay, it's gone. Yes, unfortunately, the last stream, my wife came in and asked me something. And I said, oh yes, dear, I'll go and do that. Muted the mic while I was doing it, and then muted the mic while I explained it to the stream. So the people watching it just saw me go, I'll be back in a minute, then walk around for 5 seconds, not saying a word, and then logged off. It's a bit anticlimactic. Buffing pets on the Engie before that patch was a nightmare. It's a nightmare now. What are you on about? I'll tell you what's worse than Engie though, buffing a keeper. Even more so now because you've got more buffs to actually cast. It was the case that you could only have a certain amount of lines running, but now, you know, it was like pick and choose in a situational way, but now it is actually, you know, you can run several at once. But yeah, I would say probably keeper then Engie on how long it takes to get any buffs done. Yeah, he's in full commando, isn't he? Look, I am. I think. Yeah, I am. Visually, anyway. Because I'm wearing that quality 300cc chest for social for the win. Because he's actually wearing that. Dust Brigade operative. Oh, the gross abuses. Yeah, the thing is, though, I could go and put that on another tune. But it's just, I know where it is when it's like this. Right, we're going to go and do the one with Reading. Yes, we are. Going to the ICC. No getting around it. ICC, where frame rates go to die. Always sends me to Serenity. I mean, I don't think the mission's that bad. I sigh when I get it, I've got to be honest. But, you know, you can make it a little bit quicker. Savick, she's never added this area to the map. Or as I know, she plays Sloob. But I would have thought she got this area. The city areas she's got on the map. So I don't know. Up to her. You see, I start rounding them up before I even talk to the NPC. Come on, you horrible lot. Good idea if you desperately want to get the mission done on a slow run speed tune, and you can't quite do it in 15 minutes, which would be pretty odd, to be honest. You can round up quite a few before you even talk to them, thereby cutting a lot of time off from actually doing it. The reason I don't yalm in here is you can, especially at higher levels, is you can bug out the roller rats. You keep an eye on your mini-map and you'll lose half as many as you gain. So you'll come down here, pull 60 off this beach, and then lose 30 of them on the way back. They just bug out because you're going too fast for the game to follow. I do like the light in here. The colour of the water is wrong, but hey. And the other thing with the arm is I would have to take that off now. Yeah, I know I can use a face font, but I'm way too fast in that. The face font adds, God, we can't run speed on it anyway. I think I get to like 4,000 and something. There was a time when that actually meant you did go that fast. It used to be wonderful on Advi for getting places. Plus 3k from Parrot. You know, as soon as you could cast Parrot, Rubicard became an awful lot smaller. See, like this guy doesn't want to play. Now he does. You probably know if you've ever blitzed missions that that's a thing. You know, mobs, you've got a couple of seconds, maybe a split second, to have a reaction. I guess, or for the server to realise what you're doing, and it's a bit like that when you're trying to get stuff to follow you as well. Okay, see how many that came to already. Hello, how many did I kill so far? 86. It's okay, Funcom is just an indie company, give them some time to fix the bugs in AO. It's a fairly new title. Yeah. He said, dripping with irony and sarcasm. Yeah, it's a fairly new title. It's only 17 years old, you know. The problem they've got is the game code was written by people that don't work for the company, whereas your average MMO now is the game code is based on something that exists, you know, a set of kind of modules which have been developed by many companies and sold back to software houses who now sell them. That's why SOTA is basically a reskinned Warcraft. It's basically WoW with lightsabers. It's the same game effectively, mechanically, at a coding level. And a lot of the mechanics are similar as well. You know, they fine-tuned it and made it their own thing, but yeah, if you can play WoW, you can play SOTA. That has got to be all the ones we need. Hello? I killed 100. Goodbye. No idea how long that took. Same as Wildstar. Is it? I heard about that. Sharp Tony started playing Wildstar, and he was obviously quite into it for a little while. But then I don't know. I think the shine went off it, as they say. That can happen. I might get very bored of Warframe, but I do like it at the moment. I like it that it's FPS, even though it's over the shoulder. Right, we want to go to... We want to go and kill a prisoner, don't we? What else do I want to do? Oh, there's a couple, yeah. Let's go the fun way. Change the HUD. We definitely talked to the guy, didn't we? Kill the diseased, yeah. There you go. The fun way through Omniant. Come on, Matt. Going the wrong way. We could Yalm, I guess. But where would the excitement be? I'm going through Omniant. Thing is, it used to come here, and the only thing you've really got to avoid are guards. Players don't come anymore. Eden, I don't think I've ever been in this one. Curiosity, is it even open? I don't think it is. I'm at the door, aren't I? Nope, not getting in there. I don't know why Funcom did that. Slightly beyond me. They did a thing whereby a lot of the shops in Ent don't work anymore. No idea why they would do that. I mean, there's ones in Camelot still work, and nobody really hangs out there except to go and do Tara. Oh, great. Engine crash. I'm going to have to relog. Not to worry. Not as bad as you think. I shall still be here. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. This is the stuff I edit out on the YouTube videos, but hey. And we're back. Oh, yeah. That's better. Now you can see. Yeah. That happens pretty much. Am I coming through? I am coming through. I used the opportunity to have a slurp of tea. Metallic. Am I saying that right? Hello, welcome to the stream and the chat. I missed that. As I was distractedly having to go do stuff. Yes, I was. Well, my planet map's disappeared, has it? There we go. That's better. Running for the win. So you don't need to run here, do we? There we go. Yeah, so what's movement speed? Yeah, nearly 3k. This guy doesn't have a lot of run speed. The traders are not fast runners. I just need one. Do I? Have I even done that one yet? No, I haven't. Never mind. Which means I should have done that earlier. Now, I got the tower tag one as well. I'll go do that later. I've got 30k in victory points anyway. I don't really need anything more from the store, but it's nice when someone rolls a trader in Storm for me to be able to go, yeah, I'll get you nano, don't worry. You know, that kind of thing. So we're going off once again to kill diseased. I wonder how many times. You're dyslexic. Is that how you spell dyslexic? I am. Yes, I am slightly dyslexic. I am within the scope of dyslexia. I can read books. I read books a lot. But when it's not a familiar word, yeah, I have to think quite hard on what that word might be. And it's usually people's names and such. You kind of go, well, it's the person's name. Don't get it wrong. You know, that's the thing. Well, it doesn't look like there's anyone else around, so yay. Yes, you will be debuffed. You can run. You can't hide. No, you can't. And let's drop your ACs while we're about it. There we go. No problem, dude. I'm streaming at maximum for Twitch because I'm downscaling from 1440p to 1080p. So I'm not partnered, so you only get the source option, which according to mine is at 6 meg per second now, whereas YouTube will do its own buffering and whatnot with it. So yeah, it'll be on the VOD later today. It'll be on YouTube. There's a nice feature in Twitch where you can just kind of export your videos pretty much directly to YouTube. You can link the two accounts. I don't think YouTube like it though. That's the thing. Yeah, once you're partnered, then you go through their servers apparently, and then someone watching can drop the resolution, etc. to what works best, you know, for their thing. I could drop it down to 720, but scaling from 1440 to 720 is really going to look... I mean, you're not going to be able to read any of the text, surely. It'll be very, very tiny. Debuff me, maybe a little bit. Did I manage to stop him from doing it? I think I probably did. Gonna zoom out, just make sure no one's stood around hoping I'm gonna notice them and invite them to team. That's happened before. Oh, dude, you could have invited me. Dude, you could have sent me a towel. Or talked in vicinity or something. Don't always notice what's going on directly behind me if it's not something I can see. Having a cuppa. Yeah. Absolutely love a cup of tea. Someone asks me, do you want a cup of tea? Even if I had one like 5 minutes previously, I will have that cup of tea. I'm Welsh. I mean, in Britain, drinking tea is a thing. In Wales, it's yeah, even more of a thing. Oh, look, I did a whole fight with that. Duh. The wrong damn hood in. I could have made this go a hell of a lot faster. No, well. Nothing I require. We'll grid. We'll take the grid option. Well, I don't know how you pronounce that other than cat. I don't know how you pronounce your name. I've got dark mode on in Twitch, and like purple on like purple is really hard to read. And I'm looking across like 4 feet away at a monitor. It's not a very good monitor. It's just like the secondary one I use for various things. You know, just to have a full screen game and then a bunch of stuff at one side, like to make sure it's actually working. What was I going to do and I didn't do? Yes, I was going to do a tower tag, which is quite quick. I don't really need to, but yeah. So, turret, SAM battery, ransacking, fire sprouting. There we go. All I need now is an Omni tower, and I do know of one that should still be there. There was one on when we went to do the prisoner, but I think there's one near Meet Me There. I think. Pretty sure that's still there. We'll go take a look. Should be. Yes, the tower tag lets you tag your own bloody towers. Yes, it does. Don't worry about that. I prefer your Hothian mobs. What? What's the connection between that and tea? I don't know. Anyway, what the hell am I doing? Oh yes, we're going to Meet Me There. That completely threw me. Don't worry about that. I prefer your Hothian mobs. Okay. Ah, yeah, fail. Total fail. Not playing Warframe now. Would have easily made that jump. Probably jump across Rubicar if you had a Warframe tune in on Rubicar. Yeah, I'm pretty sure just down across here. These always used to intrigue me. Awfully bright. There was one just down here. I don't know if it's still here. Yeah, it's moved. There was one right at the very edge. I think that was just the result of some tower battle. 2x. Right there. Yeah, they don't even have to be in PvP range or anything like it. Just as long as they meet the criteria. There we go. That's that one complete. So, we got report to the agency, return to the bar, talk to Warden Staines, we've already done, but we do need to go back to him before handing it in. And then we'll have done the Arbiter one as well, I think. And we got Fritz Czar is watching. Welcome to the stream. It's been live for where does it tell me? 44 minutes. There we go. Yes, you can laugh. There's a hell of a stream delay as well. Looking at this. Really weird. It seems quite random. I've streamed before and it's been no more than 6 seconds. At the minute, it's like about 30 seconds. I'm in the grid and I'm looking at the screen. And on screen, I'm in Meet Me There. Still. Very weird. Anyway, that could just be me looking at that. Let's go to Borealis first. Because reasons. I went to Borealis. It was empty. There was nobody there. My only brothers, Wayland, Utani. It's the aliens company, isn't it? The Vindicators. There you go. And this is what? This is 11 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. There are definitely people around. And the game is not empty. People have a bias about the game. Yes, the player base is a lot more spread out and in instances than it used to be. And there definitely are not the same number of players that we had 10 years ago. Absolutely not. Why? Well, 10 years, a decade in someone's development. Shut up with that bloody housey music. You know, it's pretty huge. You think when you're 18, you're kind of maybe college, school, or what have you. Which is, you know, that's all cool. But then, 10 years later, you know, you're married, you've got a mortgage, a proper job. Do you know what I mean? Have you still got time to play? No, probably not. And the problem with Funcom is they never promote the bloody game. I mean, the Steam launch, people told me they heard that it launched on Steam through my YouTube channel. They heard about it there before they heard anything else, which is ridiculous because I'm not affiliated with Funcom. I'm just, you know, dad gamer, aren't I? So, you know, with a still has an affection for Anarchy Online, and yet, you know, for a hell of a lot of people, no one knew. It was like I did the new engine is on test live thing. 40,000 views that video got. You know, that is a big audience that's been neglected. You know what I mean? It's kind of mad. Now, yeah, it's just go back to the agency, isn't it? And one more trip to ICC, unfortunately. But that's where the Arbiter is, so there is no getting around that. These SL mobs, they're called something else, but you keep calling them Hothians. They're Hothians. I've decided they're called Hothians. Oh, I've just gone to the wrong guy. I say the Hothians, that's it, the Hothians. Hey, that's that line of research done. So we're on I for a deal 10. What did I get for 9? Max Nano, meh. Nano Delta though, that's more useful if you're having to spam chain stuff. Can I have my reward now? Goodbye. Oh, raking it in now. And let's do mission complete. Oh god, it moved in such a tiny way. Freelancers Inc. complete. Let's go hand that in as well. Oh, what am I doing? On other tunes I play, I have a permanent mission. Even the AI-30 ones have got a mission to like Arid Rift or somewhere like that. And I never complete the mission deliberately. Just so they've got a quick way without going through ICC to go dashing, you know, to do something else. There's actually people everywhere. I'll tell you where, you think of the game now. When you went to Inferno, before Inferno missions, people would be at heckler spots or in the garden or nearby the garden. Now, people are in Inferno missions. So they, you know, if you stand in the right place, you see dozens of people running back and forth. But not, but it won't be all of them. You'll see a load of people come out and then all run in again. Because there's one person with the garden beacon rolling the mission and zapping back and forth to the garden, so you don't even see them. If you go to Pandemonium, it's all, everyone does instance pand or iPand now. So when you go there, there's like a gazillion folks there, but they're all in their own version of Pandemonium. So, you know. There are nothing like the amount of players. There's probably only about 1,000 there, I would say. And that's being generous. You know, there really are not that many. But look at GMI. Look at the amount of items listed for sale. Look at the amount of transactions that take place. You can't do that with under, you know, those kind of numbers. Let's take a look. Yeah, let's just go to statistics here. Right, sales. Sales per month, 580 DB, 586 experience, graces, 331. So 331 accounts are being paid for. Yeah? Before people only pay within it, not even including anyone that plays with a subscription. I do. I don't buy, you know, I don't use in-game creds all that often. Most buy orders, grace, 179. So there you go. That's 331 payments for 1 month to Funcom. Funcom don't care. The only way you get a grace is you buy it from Funcom. They give you a code. You put the code in GMI, and boom, you've got a grace. So Funcom has had that money. So there is at least 331 people playing the game that way, which doesn't include anyone that is still paying a subscription. And I do, and I know a few other people that do. So I would say there's about somewhere between 500 and 1,000 people still playing. And as far as Funcom are concerned, that's 330 times however much a grace costs. So for me, that's exactly the same amount as a monthly sub. So 331 times, it's about £15, about, what's that, about $17, $18, something like that. So 331 times that much, that keeps the servers going, trust me. And it always will. So yeah, it's not a dead game. No, it isn't. And there's your evidence. You know, I don't have access to server logs and blah, blah, blah. But common sense tells me the only way you can't duplicate a grace. They only exist when you input the code into GMI. They're not like nano cans, although the icon is, but that's where the similarity ends. So this last month, 331 month, you know, subscription-based payments were made to Funcom just for this game. That adds up. All they've got to do is run a server, and the server does not cost that much a month to run a game like this, because although you've got a big pile of data on your computer, it's only the only stuff it's uploading is kind of key inputs, XYZ coordinates, and chat. That's it. That's not a lot of traffic. It's really not. Anyway, on that rather positive note, yes, I shall leave it here and end the stream. So thank you everyone that's watching. Coming up on 53 minutes, not including the like 5-6 minute downtime where the engine crashed, as it does. I do get them. I get at least once a day, and it's usually in the same places, no matter what I do. So yeah. But once I've had that crash, pretty much that's it. I don't get another one. It's very, very strange. Anyway, thanks all for coming along on the stream, and everyone on YouTube who's watching. Thank you very much. And I will see you in the next one. But I'll just say bye for now.